Alright, so we start off the movie with these guys peeping one of their homies on this tower, just sitting there, doing nothing. And obviously they're out here laughing, thinking my boy might be asleep. One of them goes up just to find out that this man's dead. Just look at him. And when they bring his body back, the diagnosis is this man died from dehydration, which if you didn't know could take 3 to 7 days to happen. Make sure to drink your water. So with that information in mind, this man was sitting on top of a tower 3 to maybe 7 days with a shotgun. But we cut to this foreman, he's out here working, and while doing so he peeps his sheep out here just tweaking, but he shrugs it off and gets back to work. And I kid you not when I say this sentence, my man got ate by the ground. So as y'all can tell, something freaky is happening, because when these two are driving and stop by this guy's farm, they find nothing but sheep carcasses. God, I am sick to my stomach. And while they're looking around, they even see his hat, and when they lift it up, nah, they made my man a ghost. And I'm not kidding, because what happened to his eyes? And while they're driving back, they warn these construction dudes to get the hell up out of here. Something is killing everybody. But they obviously don't listen to this man. They are here like, it's me, Mario. These guys get back to work without paying those guys any type of mind, and when he starts to drill again, he drills into something and the blood starts to drip out. And whatever he drilled into obviously got mad, because that thing just started tweaking. And while the drill is running away, it ties my man up and takes him for a ride. And his homeboy peeps this and's like, Mario! Please let me Luigi, no, I don't think so. My man even tried to climb to help him, but just got caught in debris. We're barely 2 minutes in, and this thing already done caught 4 bodies. I'm gonna need y'all to lock in, because our main characters just came back to the town to warn these guys to get the hell up out of here, because they are gone. They said, nah, we're not dealing with this. But while they're driving, the road is blocked. And hold up, rewind, because I'm pretty sure I only saw 2 boulders. How are they 18 of them? But they obviously not sticking around to find out. They start to drive off, but this guy somehow managed to get stuck into something. But they eventually get out of there, and they had no choice but to go back to the town. And when they arrive, they peep the thing that they got stuck in, and oh my God, what is that? This thing looking like the 18 inches of Venom. I know Spider-Man getting PTSD right now from MJ, because it's really crazy. Venom was really out here talking about some did you pray today? Did you pray today? I'ma have to dig you down on some. But we cut to this lovely old couple just having a relaxing night. And though I say relaxing, Grandpa over here is trying to get into them drawers. He said, I'm trying to smash. But it gets interrupted by the power going off, and Gramps goes to check on the generator. But that bit got eaten by the ground. And not gonna lie, I hate this about people, because she really came here talking about some, you sure this is where it was? Bruh, where could I have moved it? Are you stupid? Like, I'm sorry, Grandma, do you not see the wire that's going into the ground? Like, use your eyes. Out here asking me obvious questions like I'm sleeping, and somebody come in my room and asking about some, yo, you asleep? Well, not anymore. And while he's trying to pull it out, it just gets spat out, just flying. And when Grandma is obviously trying to run away, this man is really trying to find a scientific explanation to why this happened. Gramps, run! I do not care if Toph Bay phone is the reason behind this. Brother, I'm out of there. And she's still pleading with this man that they should get out of here, and listen to what he says.
Something like natural gas or a geyser, they stink like that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you, Grandma. You done married a stupid nigga. And the ground ends up sucking this man in and taking him down. And honestly, I don't even feel bad. This man literally asked for his death. And Grandma runs into the car, realizes she doesn't have the key, starts to lock the doors, and she honestly had to accept her death, because this thing actually had IQ and started to dig around the car, sucking it in. Pause. And yeah, that's 2 more bodies on the list. And when we cut back to the townspeople, they find out that they have no way of contacting the outside world outside of their town, and they are basically stuck here. But they figure out a plan. Since they can't escape with their cars, they're gonna have to take the horses, and these 2 take one for the team and ride out of there to find help. And while they're riding, their horses come to a stop and they are shook from something, so they pull out the Glock, but one of the horses fall off and the other one runs away. And while they were standing there, the ground starts to move up, and when they move out the way, this... what the flip is that? Bro shoots at it, but it doesn't even work, so they just started to skedaddle out of there. But this thing was hot on their tail, and look at the way they're running, bro. Like, if this was me, you finna see me running like these. They try to jump over, but just end up getting stuck in here, and when they turn around, this thing then killed itself by hitting the cement wall. Stupid.
I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
And while they're celebrating, Shorty just pops out of nowhere and they start to dig for this thing, and look at it. To all the people that are eating while watching this video, I am so sorry. They end up getting back to the town and explain that these things are attracted to vibrations on the ground, meaning any type of noise, even if you could be walking, they know where the hell you are. Even with this information, this idiot is out here walking outside bouncing his basketball. My dog.
You idiot. You're honestly an idiot. I don't know what's wrong with you.
They come outside from hearing him scream and just look at him. Oh.
Gonna cry.
The monster pops out of nowhere and they all just started to scatter out of there. And when we cut to outside, old girl is bouncing on her pogo stick, and this thing obviously starts to chase her, but Buddy tries to save her and shoves her out the way. So the mom and the girl run in the house, and Buddy is on top of this truck and he tells them to get the hell up out of there because a second one starts to chase them.
A few moments later.
But while all that is happening, this machine starts to make a whole bunch of noise, and when they unplug it, it was too late because this thing eats my boy over here. R.I.P. Unc. Look at him. I'm crying. They couldn't find a black person to cast, so they said, you know what, we'll kill the Asian instead. And with these things finding a way to dig through the ground, they end up on the roof. They manage to communicate to their homeboys that these things are coming to their direction and they don't know nothing that's going on. So while they're frantically looking around, this thing just booms out of nowhere into their house. So while everybody think they did, nah, they just started to light it up. Even brought out the big boy and just bah! And they managed to kill it. That's a second one down. We up. But while these boys are on the roof, they start to figure out that they can't stay here for any longer because these things are getting smarter by the second. Out here shaking the house, trying to hear if there's anybody in there. That's crazy IQ. So Pablo over here puts on the tractor so these things can chase after it. And with that opportunity taken, they start to pull the cat, putting everybody on here so they can drive off towards the mountains, the only way of escaping. While they're driving, they get sunk into the ground because these things managed to set up an entire trap for them. Do y'all realize how smart these things are? And they end up on this rock, and I want you to peep what this guy says.
So you 2 screw-ups hauled us way the hell out here?
I beg your pardon? I beg your pardon?
Did this man seriously just blame them for this? How is it their fault? And I'm not even gonna talk about the wife because when she comforts him, she literally talking about yeah, they think they know everything. My dog, y'all don't know anything about these things. We've experienced, oh my god. Somebody hold me back, bro. Somebody hold me back. I'm not in the mood today. Please, somebody hold me back. But after sitting on there for 2 hours, they figure out a plan to go fishing. He lights up the bomb, throws it, and starts to pull it, and when it eats it... And you might think the last one is easy. No, this one is even smarter than the rest. Because when they do the exact same thing, it eats it, but then spits it out, and the bomb lands on the rest of the bombs. And while they run back, they come to an absolute halt because this thing is right in front of them. But they figure out a plan. Buddy over here starts to run and his homeboy chases after him. And they end up on this ledge and he starts to light the bomb. And just when it gets close enough, throws it to scare this beast. And it goes even faster and they all jump out the way, sending that boy hurtling down. Now what was the lesson of this movie?
Pray today. Because if you did it,
I'ma have to dig you down on some gangster shit.
Some more tryna fuck me on the first link. Can we take it slow? I be running out the back by the time they at the door. How you go behind my back? You supposed to be my bro. Fucked you this last night, but I swear I didn't know. Throw it on my name, they ain't know that I would grow. Take a trip to get the drugs. Every time it's for the low. Says she wants some new shoes, swear that's all she care about. Brody rode away.